The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Media, New Productions and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
People get ready for the train to come. You don't need no baggage, you just need on board. You need a space.
Hello out there, everybody listening to Armed Radio tonight. Thank you for tuning in to my show, All Aboard. My name is Donald Whisman, and this show is being broadcast live from Boston, Massachusetts. And you guys, I have been sick with this stupid flu for the last 8 days, and I may sound like crap, but I'm gonna do this show anyway. And like always, I want to send my prayers out to all the men and women serving in our military, past and present. And remember that our soldiers are the protectors of our freedoms and our way of life here in the United States of America. So please, just keep them in your thoughts and prayers. And I just want to tell everybody out there listening to the show that I'm just a regular old guy. I sometimes say the wrong words. I don't have a big teleprompter to read from. I don't have somebody else writing down things to say. And I do make mistakes, you guys, and that's what's good about this show. We're regular people. I have regular co-hosts on here, which I will be introducing my co-host in here in just a second. But now you guys know this isn't a religious show. But I do have a couple of prayers I want to send out tonight. As you guys know, it's very cold out there tonight in certain parts of our country. It's in the single digits right here in Ohio, you guys. I just want the good Lord above to show mercy to all the people out there tonight who doesn't have a warm place to sleep. And I've got a friend out there. It is cold, you guys. Anybody. I mean, you guys even think we got homeless veterans out there tonight, and without shelter, you guys could die. Anybody could die and wouldn't like the hours without shelter. So keep them all in your prayers. Everybody that's homeless. And I also have a friend. Her name is Kathy Coley, and she just got word that her mother is not going to be around very long, and she just wanted me to, to send a prayer out. Or she didn't ask me to. I told her I would, and her mother's name is Mary Lou Coley. She's 90 years old, and all Kathy's asking is her mother doesn't suffer in pain, and her mother was married to a man named Ed Coley. He was a veteran of World War II, and this man actually got to meet General Patton. So, everybody, if you would, just send your prayers out to my friend Kathy and for her mother, Mary Lou Coley, you guys, and, just God bless her. But anyway, tonight is first time we've done our show in the year 2018. I want to introduce my co-host tonight. I've got Chad Lipscomb, a.k.a. Bama Boy, and I've got Jimmy Bell. How you guys doing tonight?
Doing good.
I'm doing well. How about yourself, Donald?
Well, like I said, I still got this flu, and I'm trying to get over it, you guys. I've got a cold sweat, but I'll tell you what, I'm gonna come out the gate tonight firing. I'm really mad. I read a story earlier this week, and I'm really ticked off tonight, you guys. But to all the Democrats out there that think President Trump
bring it on, brother. Bring it on.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, to all the Democrats out there that think President Trump has done anything wrong and impeachable, you're wrong. He has done everything within his constitutional rights. And to the liberals out there hell-bent on destroying our country, please pack your bags and go live in a communist country or a country where Sharia law is enforced. Maybe I might like that country a little bit better than America. And you guys, I just heard a story about Orrin Hatch. I don't know if you guys heard of Orrin Hatch. He's a Republican senator from Utah. He's going to be retiring at the end of this term coming up, and he's been a senator since January of 1977. He's 83 years old, you guys, and I was told that Mitt Romney has a lot of interest in this seat if Hatch steps down. Have you guys heard anything about this?
Yeah, I heard he's interested in it. I hope he don't get it.
Oh, you don't want Mitt to have it?
No, not at all.
You're probably right about that. I hope another Republican comes along a lot better.
A real Republican.
Oh, there you go, Jimmy. You always tell the truth. That's what I love about you, brother. And, I forgot to tell everybody out there that I want them to pray for you tonight, too, Jimmy, because I know that you have your water pipes are frozen up right now. Then it doesn't hurt for anybody to pray. Man, I think prayer is a good thing, brother. And Jimmy, you are in my thoughts. You're with your water being frozen up and everything, and it's bad. I know it'd be bad, using your friend's water like that. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, it's a pain, especially running back and forth in 4-degree weather.
Oh, God, it's a wonder your water don't freeze up while you're going back and forth.
Yeah,
man.
I know.
Well, anyway, Chad, you got anything you want to say about Senator Orrin Hatch from Utah stepping down?
I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, it's sad, that he is retired at the end of his term, that he's not going to be reelected. And I'm also sad, too, because Mitt Romney is probably going to get in there as a senator of Utah because he's going to be against our president. He's going to be another daggum John McCain.
Let's just hope that God. Let's hope that God.
I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, he will be another John McCain.
Let's just hope he doesn't win it. Like Jimmy said.
It's sad because it's sad that he hates our president so much. He hates him.
You really think Mitt Romney hates President Trump?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I think President Trump was toying with him when he was letting him be the Secretary of State. He interviewed him for it.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Wasn't he bringing him up to the Trump Plaza there?
I think he did it to bust his balls.
I think you're right, Jimmy. What do you think?
Yeah, he done it at Mar-a-Lago. And anyway, I think, it's just what he was offered. He didn't. I mean, it wasn't above his pay grade. And, he was dealt a silver spoon in his mouth and everything like that. And none of us has been dealt a silver spoon in our mouth.
No, but you guys know that some rich people, though. I mean, it don't matter if they're rich or not. I think there is good in a lot of rich people, you guys. I mean, some rich people, but you got to think Mitt Romney actually ran for president. Is he really going to be happy with a little Senate seat? I mean, honestly.
Do what now?
Do you think Mitt Romney, is he going to be happy with this little Senate seat because the man tried to be the president of the United States once and got the nomination?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
I don't see him doing it again. I don't see anybody going for Mitt.
So do you think he's got a chance of winning Utah, Jimmy and Chad?
He might win Utah, but he's not going to win the states.
Okay, good. Now we'll move along to another story, you guys.
It's just,
go ahead, Chad. Go ahead, brother.
I mean, I got to listen to, both you and Jimmy, but, I mean, he's going to be a thorn in President Trump's side as long as, if he gets elected, because, that's why we elected. I didn't elect him, but many people here in the state of Alabama elected a Democrat, because they knew that Judge Moore was going to be a thorn in Mitch McConnell's side, and he was going to reside, with President Trump. I hate to bring up old news, but I mean, it's the truth.
It is the truth, and I hate to see Orrin Hatch go, but like Jimmy said, let's hope somebody better than Mitt can get in there. And really, the only thing I got against Mitch, it's not the fact that he's a Mormon. It's the fact that him and Paul Ryan, they wanted to gut Social Security, you guys. And that scared the old people to death in this country. I mean, it really scared them to death. And
what's his name? Ryan came up with the plan.
It scared them to death, and they don't know what
and the Dems, they screamed just like they did with the tax bill here. There was the tax cut for the rich.
Something happened to Chad there, Jimmy, so you're going to have to help me out here because I am sick and I hope he comes back. But anyway, Jimmy, have you ever heard of this representative? I guess she was running for president here a while back. She's a Republican. Her name is Michelle Bachmann. Have you ever heard of her?
Yeah, from Minnesota. Yes.
You're right. Now, she's considering running for the seat left by old Al Franken, and I really don't know much about her. What do you think about Michelle Bachmann?
No, she's good. She was who's the governor of Alaska there? Sarah Palin. She's the same cloth as her.
Welcome back, man, my boy. I hope you're coming through clear, buddy.
Yeah, buddy, I'll tell you, it's cold down here in the
It's
south.
probably the weather.
Alabama.
But I'll fill you in on what me and Jimmy was talking about, and Jimmy actually likes this lady. We was talking about the seat left behind by Al Franken in Minnesota. A representative, she was a representative, Michelle Bachmann, is considering running for that seat in Minnesota. But the thing is, Jimmy, Minnesota, isn't that a very liberal state?
Yes, she used to be a senator from Minnesota.
So what do you think Michelle Bachmann's chances are getting that seat that Al Franken left, you guys?
It depends on whether Minnesota votes for her or not.
Okay. What do you think, Chad? Have a boy? What do you think?
I got a sneeze.
All right. Well, I'll move on from that story. Get that good sneeze out, man. It's always good to sneeze, you guys. But well, anyway, I'll move on. As long as you guys can hear me, I'll move on. You guys, about a year ago, anyone could Google on the internet about Sharia law. And you could find all kinds of bad things about Sharia law. And this week, this last week that I've been sick, I've been looking up Sharia law a lot on the internet, and I can't hardly find anything bad anymore about Sharia law on the internet. I think somebody's going on the internet, not somebody, but I think a whole bunch of people's been going on the internet trying to erase bad things about Sharia law.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Chad. You're coming in and out, though, brother. I mean, you keep moving.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to get off here.
No. You're coming through clear. You're leaving the show, though. We can hear you good.
On my end, y'all breaking up.
Oh, I can hear you fine, brother. Well, anyway, Chad, we was talking about looking up Sharia law on the internet, and you cannot find nothing bad about Sharia law on the internet anymore. Jimmy, what do you think about this?
No, you're not going to find it because Google. I got a call from Google today. To be honest with you, Donald, they even left me a voicemail saying, "Hey, what's the most things that you look at and all this blah 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 blah." But then all of a sudden, they're just like, "Hey, if you don't respond within 24 hours, we're going to take you off of Google."
Really? Never heard of that, man. Well, anyway, you guys, I was talking about Sharia law because I was reading a story about this little. She was a child bride, and she was being tortured and suffered by this her Muslim husband, Islamic husband, whatever you want to call him. Now I'm talking about a 12-year-old little girl in Afghanistan. This man and his family would only feed this girl things that the dogs wouldn't even eat. And they said the father-in-law and the mother-in-law have actually inserted sticks up this little girl's private parts, you guys. That is sickening to me. This is something that the Democrats...
Kill him dead.
You're right, brother. And this is something that the Democrats... They don't want to talk about this. This Sharia law crap, no man should harm a child, you guys. Sharia law needs banned around the world. I don't get it. I mean, they treat their women like animals. They rape children. They try their best to downplay this crap, but it's real, and it's happening right under our nose, right here in the United States, you guys. It's happening, and nobody wants to believe it.
Everybody's turning a blind eye.
Why, though, Jimmy? Why are they turning a blind eye to such a heinous?
Everybody's turning a blind eye to it. I mean, I was molested from, time I was 7 till I was 9. I think I forget that.
Well, Chad, tell us a little bit about what you think about Sharia law. Go ahead, take your time, man.
I don't know if my step-cousin was Sharia law or whatnot. I mean, I just know I got molested, and my oath to my wife was anybody that molests a child, especially a child of ours, and my 2 daughters, I'd kill them.
I don't blame you there. I don't blame you. But what do you...
And, as far as Sharia law, no, it's not. I mean, everybody has a difference of religion. And that's the great thing about our country. But you're not going to shove religion law down our throats the way that they look at our religion, as far as being Christians, is a cult. Got me?
Right, but it's not like they think it is. I mean, we don't force ourselves upon little girls, you guys.
No, I mean, but you got people out there that, I mean, that I have a friend that he always brings it up to my younger brother. Got me? Shoving it down his throat and stuff like this. Now, I'm not part of that. I know my brother's saved. I know that when he leaves this place on earth, that he's going to be up there in the pearly gates. I know for a fact that he is. I know a fact that I am as well.
Right.
You know, but you're not going to sit there and shove it down my daggum throat saying, hey, you know, you need to take the high road or you need to be, you know, saved or whatever. I don't care. The Christianity of the King James Version of the Bible, or the Holy Bible, as far as the New Testament, once you saved, you always saved. Got me?
Or you can ask for forgiveness. You can ask for forgiveness.
You can, but God's already forgiven you. If you're a gay or a lesbian, you've already been judged. Got me?
Now, you brought that up, gay or lesbian. Now, I'm going to ask you and Jimmy, I want to tell you guys this, that I don't know if you guys know about this, and I hope you can hear me, Chad, but our Vice President, Mike Pence, went on vacation out in Colorado, I think it was Aspen, and his neighbors put up a big flag right next to his house that said, "Make America Gay Again." Now, personally, I don't have a problem with, people's sex life. I don't have a problem with it, but if Mike Pence,
but you ain't gonna shove it down my daggum throat.
No, I'm not gonna shove it down your throat at all. But that's the thing about Mike Pence. I mean, when he goes to church, his church may be more firm on that stuff than the church say that I go to. You know what I mean? And I just think it's very disrespectful for them to treat our vice president like that. You know, he is the vice president of the free world. They should show him a little bit of respect. What do you think, Jimmy?
That's a liberal, loony left that are trying to make news, you know what I mean? And that's their way of doing it.
And it did. It made news. It sure did, or I wouldn't be saying it. It's true, Chad. I think I was telling you about this, Chad.
Yes, sir. You were, and like I said, I had an uncle that was gay. I got my wife's uncle. He's gay. But I'm not going to shove it, and they're not going to shove it down my throat.
Right.
Just because you're gay don't mean that you're right. And for someone to come on to our country and put that flag up, and our vice president's house put that flag up.
Yeah, right in front of his vacation now.
It's a freaking daggum disgrace.
Yeah,
It's a slap to me in the face. Because whenever stuff like that happens, what does that bring me back to? Hey, am I gay or am I straight? When I was 7 or 9, got me?
Well, when you're 7 or 9, I didn't even hear that word gay or straight when I was 7 or 9. I had something I never heard about you guys when I was a kid. I don't know about you guys. I never heard the word
kids. They call them queers.
Or the FAG word. I'm not going to say it on here. You guys can say whatever you want to say, but I go to church, you guys, but I don't have no hatred toward anybody's sexual preference. But a lot of gay people, some of the gay people, they have hatred towards people who goes to church that think it's wrong, and I just don't think that's right, you guys, for anybody to push anything on anyone in this country. Especially the Sharia law deal.
Well, that and the transgender, they want to make you play to their delusion.
Yeah, the transgender thing. Go ahead, Chad. If you're fired up, man, let's hear it, brother.
I mean, it's just, I'm not, like I've told you before, I've told Jimmy, I told Les, and I tell everybody, I mean, don't judge me because I'm not going to judge you. You know what I mean?
You're right.
If you're queer, lesbian, whatever you want to call it, I'm not going to judge you, but you still going to answer to one person. That's God Almighty. And I'm not trying to preach. I'm not trying to put it out there. But if this is the way I can do it, this is the way I'm going to do it. I know that, maybe Jimmy don't like it or Joe may not like it. But hey, that's just the way that it is. I'm not going to sit there and judge anybody. I don't judge how you live. Don't judge how I live. Well,
that's exactly right.
Today, I'm if I'm doing wrong, I'm doing wrong.
Well, that's between you and the good Lord above. Where nobody can walk on water. I think there's only been one man on this planet who can walk on water. And that is Jesus Christ, brother. And he's not here right now.
That's it.
At least I don't think he is.
He's here.
He's
here.
I don't know if he is.
And he's listening.
Well, he is in spirit, but I don't believe that he's a human form where he can walk on water again. But nobody on this planet's perfect, you guys. Nobody.
Nope, he's not.
And nobody is without sin. Nobody on this planet is without sin. And I want to ask you, Jimmy and Chad, I want to ask you guys both a question. Back when our founding fathers was writing the Constitution of the United States of America, do you think that they was thinking about this Islamic religion when they was writing this about everybody had, in America we could choose and pick our own religion? I mean, do you think they was thinking about that religion? Was it that big then? Back in those days?
I think they were doing the Church of England and the Catholic Church, and then they had the Protestants.
So do you think the Constitution might have been a little different, Jimmy, if the Islamic Muslim religion was as big as it was today as it was, today?
No, I think they kept religion out of the Constitution, other than God-given rights.
Yeah, your God-given right to believe in what you want to believe in, or not to believe in what you want to believe in. Correct?
Yeah.
I mean, the question I was asking, though, like today, you know how the Muslims are a real big thing, or Islamic religion, I'm sorry, but if that was the case back when our founding fathers was writing the Constitution, do you still think that we would have still had a right of religion in this country? Or would they excluded that religion, you think?
I'm not sure, because, like I said, they had the black man in the Constitution as being, 2/5 or something? 3/5, I forget what it was.
Well, what was it? The 16th Amendment that Abraham? I don't know if it was Abraham Lincoln that put that all men was free. Was that after the Civil War?
Yeah, the Proclamation. Declaration of Proclamation. I forget what it was.
The Emancipation Proclamation. But
that's what I'm trying to say.
That really didn't free a lot of slaves, though, Jimmy. It was the 16th Amendment that actually freed the slaves. Now,
right.
Do you know who fought him on the Emancipation Proclamation? Guess who fought Abraham Lincoln on that issue the most?
Who?
The Democrats in the House.
Yeah.
The Democrats fought him. And you know what? I don't understand this, guys. Jimmy, maybe you and Chad can elaborate on this a little bit more. But why is it that it was the first Republican in our country that actually went in there and freed the slaves? Now, the Civil War wasn't totally fought to free the slaves. That was part of it. But it was a Republican president that actually freed the slaves in this country. Now, why is it that black people mostly vote for Democrats? Why is that, you guys?
Because they've been taught that Abraham Lincoln was a Democrat.
He was a Republican, though.
That's right.
So you think
but they Donald, they still
erase that from history. Lincoln. You watch.
Yeah, I believe that. That's something I do believe, Jimmy. Thank you. History is being erased. Chad, keep going, Chad. I hear what you say, brother. Keep going.
And to go back about the religion part of it, Romans, Catholics, they were around thousands of years before, the Baptists or the Southern Baptists or the First Baptist, Methodist, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
So, to be all in all, and I'm glad you brought this up tonight, I should say, is because I had a talk with a guy today. And I was over there, I told you I was at the church at the daycare with my daughter and everything. We was there. And me and the guy had a discussion.
Now, you're talking about Abraham Lincoln and the Civil War, right?
Well, no, I'm talking about the religion itself.
Okay.
My uncle was against any Catholics. Got me?
You was against the Catholic religion?
Not me, but my uncle was.
Oh, your uncle was.
And
I'm sorry. It broke out there a little bit. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, hear me sound loud and clear now?
You sound loud and clear, Chad. Loud and clear, brother. Keep going.
Okay. Well, what that saying is my sister-in-law, they're Catholic. You got me?
They're Catholic.
And
it is breaking up just a little bit.
They believe in the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Well, my uncle, he just couldn't get around that. You know, I mean, he's a deacon in the church and all this. He's all about the Old Testament and everything like that. And with that saying, when I say this, she had to prove to him, hey, we believe in the same God that you believe in, Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And she's not a Roman Catholic. She's just a Catholic follower. Got me?
I don't know much about Catholics. You guys. I'm sorry, I don't.
The Roman Catholic, and Jimmy may prove me wrong, but until he does, he can say his word or whatever.
That's what I was brought up, Roman Catholic.
You're a Catholic, Jimmy? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, y'all believe in Mary, correct?
No, I used to be twice.
So wait, you talking about the Virgin Mary? You talking about the Virgin Mary now?
Mary or Mary?
Yes.
Yes, I believe in the Virgin Mary, yes, and Mother Mary, yes.
Well, I mean, until my uncle was presented, hey, here's proof that we believe in the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That he sent his son to be born, to sacrifice himself on that cross, and to be risen 3 days later. He is the Son of God.
So what's the difference between a Catholic and a Christian, you guys? Is there a difference, or what is it?
You got different beliefs. You got some Catholics that believe in the Virgin Mary. You got Roman Catholics that believe in the Virgin Mary. You got Catholics that believe in Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and you got some Roman Catholics that believe in Jesus, that he's our Savior and Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. What is, I don't care what religion you believe in, what I'm getting down to. Once we all die, I don't care if you're atheist, whatever, I don't give a crap. You're going to nail the one person. And the atheist ain't going to be there.
I do believe that.
The devil, he's going to be over there on the far right-hand side or the left-hand side. I'm going to say he's going to be on the left-hand side because he's leftist,
Well, he's a Democrat.
Funny when I say that, but he's waiting on you to come on over to his side.
Well, let me ask you and Jimmy both this. Now, I don't even know a whole lot about the Islamic religion, but do they believe in Jesus Christ, or is it somebody totally different than Jesus Christ and God?
They're totally different. It's Muhammad.
Muhammad.
Yeah.
And then Muhammad's cousin is another religion because that's why Iran hates Saudi Arabia.
Wait a minute, is that Allah Akbar you're talking about? The Muhammad's cousin, Allah?
No, I forget who was... No, Allah's the God. Muhammad was the prophet.
Okay, who was the pedophile?
That would probably be Muhammad.
Okay, because I know there's a lot of stuff about that religion, you guys, and I'm really not trying to put down any religion, but I just cannot endorse a religion that thinks it's okay to sleep with a little girl. I'm sorry, I'll go back to it again. I cannot endorse something like that, and I believe these people it should be over. They should stop this, period.
Why
They
are
should be-
girls
they should
bleeding at
be
11 and
freaking
12
daggum
years
shots.
old?
What should it be?
You know what I mean? I mean, it's, God made them.
Yeah, but times have changed, though, Jimmy. I mean, do you got any little
No, I
girls?
know, but 11-year-old can get pregnant. Why is that? You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know, Jimmy, but I'm a father of two girls.
Jimmy, let me ask you this: do you have any girls?
No, I don't have any.
Okay, well, I got me one
I
that's
got two.
19. I got one that's 19 and one that's 11. And anybody, and I mean anybody, ever laid a wrong hand on them? I'm gonna tell you right now, they wouldn't. I got a lot of acres right here around my house. I live on. They're not gonna be around. I promise you that.
Well, Chad, it's even the parents, though, of these Islamic parents that actually give their children up to be for these older men to sleep with. I blame them too. I mean, everybody who believes in that crap. I think it's sick, you guys, and I think a girl should at least not be touched until. Now, Jimmy, you may have a different opinion with me, and that's your prerogative, but I don't believe a girl should be touched until she's at least 17, 18 years old. That's my belief, you guys, and I can't.
Yeah, but she's ready at 11. So, like I said, nature-wise, she's ready.
Nature,
like I said, nobody can get past you get past ages. That's what it comes down to, and it makes a difference on the girl, anyways, whether she's mature or not.
And
but I mean, you get 16-year-olds that act like 12-year-olds, and vice versa.
Didn't you say once though too about consent? You mentioned once consent. Remember, Jimmy?
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe consent is a big thing. As long as that girl doesn't come home, my daughter, and tell me that she consented. You know, as long as I don't know. Well, my girls are older now, but as long as I didn't know about it, you know, as long as they consented, no man actually hurt my daughters. Well, there's nothing I can do about it. But just the thought of somebody taking a 9 to 12-year-old little girl and doing things like that, it just sends shivers down my spine, Jimmy.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I mean, it does, and we'll move along, you guys. Now, it is. Go ahead, Chad.
Y'all get me pissed off. Y'all, I mean, not y'all personally, but it's just. I mean,
I've got girls, Chad. I've got 2 girls. I'm like you, brother. I've got daughters.
I know, Donald. I do. And you know,
I mean, if they did go out here and consented to some kind of sexual act when they was 15 or 16, and they didn't let Dad know about it, there's not much Dad could do about it if they didn't tell me or if somebody else didn't tell me, you know? And
right, you'd be the last to find out.
Whenever I was molested by my I held it in for many years. I never forgot, and never, forgave myself.
Well, it takes a brave person to admit that on here tonight. It takes a very brave person to admit something like that.
I told my girlfriend, which is now my wife, before I even told my own mom and daddy.
Really? I mean, how did your wife react when she found out you was molested as a child?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I mean, we was down there in Panama City. She was a senior in high school. I'm 6 years older than her, and I just had to come up her. She's like, "What's bugging you?" I told her, She's like, "Well, you got your mom and daddy."
Now,
she was there the day I told my mom and daddy.
How old was it? How old was you, Chad, when you first started getting molested by this relative of yours?
I was 7 years old.
7 years old. 9. Now, Chad, did that change your life, didn't it? As a kid, that changed your entire life, didn't it?
Yes, sir, it did. I mean, it put me in a pissed off mood for a lot of years.
I'd say so. I mean, Jimmy, how do you feel about being a 7-year-old boy and having a family member molest you? How would you feel like that?
Yeah, see, no, I was molested once, but I wasn't a family member.
It was out of the family?
I was around 6 or 7, though.
Oh, you was 6 or 7. Man, I didn't know that. This stuff must happen a lot, you guys. I mean, This stuff must be.
It does, Donald. It does. And
it's a cruel world out there, you guys. That's all I can say.
What I figured out at that age, which was hard to figure out anything, is that the father was molesting the son, and the son was molesting me.
Oh my God, you guys! I just want to pray for both of you, and just for God to put His arms around both of you. I never, Chad told me, Jimmy, but I didn't know that you had been molested too. I mean, the more you find out about people, I mean, God, it's sad. It's a sad world, you guys, and I hate to hear this. I really do.
Well, hey, it's life. Got me?
Well, I wish it didn't happen. I wish it hadn't happened to you or Jimmy, either one of you guys. I wish, because you guys are both good friends of mine. I consider you both friends. I just wish it had never happened to either one of you. How's that sound?
I wish it wouldn't happen to anyone.
To anyone, yeah, to anybody out there. You're right, you guys.
I mean, you done struck a nerve with me. No, Jimmy, he's old Boston boy. Everything. I mean, he just clean cut and straight through the taste and all that. But
Jimmy's pretty tough on the edges now. Jimmy's pretty tough around the edges. Chad. You know how Jimmy is.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we got a little experience.
Plus, he is older now. So he's less his age.
Oh,
he is. He's I'm not going to give his
crazy
age
old
here.
psycho guy.
61.
61. Jimmy don't sound 61,
you gotta
does
be
he?
freaking kidding me.
No, Jimmy's 61, Chad. Seriously.
Daggone, dude. I would have never thought that.
I know, by looking at him, he was in his 30s or 40s. And
you go by that picture on the on my website.
Hey, I did see the one that had gray hair. I did see the one you had gray hair, Jimmy. But you still don't look 61, brother.
No, I do now. Let me tell you, I look like Santa Claus.
Now, me and Chad, we're kind of like pups to you and Les.
I got you beat. Got you beat on that, brother.
Well,
I'm 46 and I'm gray all over.
Well, I'm
exactly.
48. I'm 48 and I'm bald headed. And what's left is gray if I don't shave it off, you guys. But well, let's move on, you guys. I've talked about Sharia law enough, and I've heard these sad stories. I'm really in a bad mood right now. I mean, to hear about your guys' stories, it's really got me. I don't know, not in a bad mood, but I'm in a sad mood. I just hate things like that to happen. I hate it. I hate it, you guys.
Don't be in a sad mood because of me or Jimmy's situations. We dealt with it.
I know, but you guys shouldn't have had to deal with it at that age. That's what I'm saying. At that age, you or Jimmy both should not had to have went through what you guys went through. And
Mine was a one-time thing. I never went back.
I don't blame you, brother. Well, anyway, you guys,
Jimmy probably killed him. But,
Jimmy probably did when he got older. I think he probably went back and got him when he got older. Who knows? Did you ever get any retribution there, Jimmy?
No.
Did you?
The kid moved away and everything.
Do you think he would have meant that on live?
I don't.
Yeah, I know. Really.
Really.
This is the first time.
Well, anyway, you guys, let's move on. Anyway, it's 2018, you guys. We've got a very big midterm election coming up, November 6th this year. And we got plenty of time to talk about that, but the main reasons I do these shows and I have my own group and Chad, we need to talk about our group a little bit tonight, and we'll also mention Jimmy's group tonight, if you don't mind doing that, Chad.
No, sir, I don't mind being.
Go ahead, brother. Tell them about our group and Jimmy's.
All right, well, hey, about our group, Trump 2020 ! Is owned by Donald's wife, Miss Linda, and I say Miss Linda with a high respect, Miss Linda Whisman. She started this group back when Trump was running for president.
Trump 2020 !
And if you want to join this group, join it. We ain't going to have anything bashing our president whatsoever. If you don't show your friends, all about your friends and everything, if you don't show what all groups you're in, you're not going to be elected. Join our group because we all about our president. And now go to Jimmy's page, all about Jimmy.
Well, it's a group. It's called Pot Talk, and that's politically offensive talk with Jimmy Bell and Paul Daniels.
That's exactly right. And I'm going to tell you, both groups are great groups. And they support our president 110%. If I would state, basically, 150%, that, Jimmy and Paul is behind our president 150%. So, Jimmy, if you want to talk about it a little bit, you can talk about it.
Well, we
still got what we've been talking about.
We were talking about a group that I made for you and Paul Daniels, Jimmy.
Oh, yeah.
Pot Talk with Jimmy Bell
I'm
and
still
Paul Daniels.
trying to figure it out, how to navigate through it.
And I'm going to help Jimmy with that, you guys. And Jimmy's going to be making live videos, him and Paul will. I'll get him on the right track. But anyway, you guys, Jimmy, you and Chad, you guys know I keep bringing this guy's name up. But but he keeps doing stupid things. This is Jerry Brown, the governor of California, you guys. This guy.
He's stupid.
Listen, Chad, listen what he did, though. He signed a bill back in October that went into effect yesterday, as a matter of fact. The state of California is now a sanctuary state. Now, why isn't Jerry Brown? Why isn't Jerry Brown facing a military tribunal at this point, you guys?
Yeah, I know, really.
I mean, a sanctuary state? I mean, that's a federal
aiding
law.
and abetting felons.
My God, he's done more than felons have, Jimmy.
Donald.
Yes, sir.
You need to go back and look at some of our posts that we posted, got me? Right. Look at the people from California that's in our group, got me?
Right.
Now, Jimmy and Paul's, you just added that one, so I hadn't went back and looked on that one. But in our group, they despise that man.
They probably do, but they can't get rid of him because it's full of Latinos and liberals out anymore.
And that's exactly right, and they despise Nancy Pelosi.
I don't blame him for despising her. My God. I really don't, you guys.
She ain't even a Democrat. I don't know what the hell she is.
I think she's from Mars, Jimmy.
Yeah, she is. She's a mental case.
She is a mental case. Her and Elizabeth Warren both. I hate to talk about anybody, but my goodness, these people do not need to be senators.
Are you talking about Pocahontas?
Pocahontas,
that's baby. Yeah, I mean, come on, really? My wife's got more Indian in her than what Pocahontas.
I got more Indian than she does.
No, yeah. You broke, man. I mean, you got more daggum queens than you do got Brooklyn.
Jimmy's from, I don't think Jimmy's even from New York, but he sounds like he's from New York. I think Jimmy's from New Hampshire, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, New Hampshire now.
Yeah, well, Jimmy, I'm just busting on you, man.
No problem.
Well, he sounds like a New Yorker, don't he? To us, Chad.
No, he sounds just like he's from Brooklyn, baby.
Well, that's New York, right?
Yeah, that's New York.
Well, listen, Chad, Jimmy, listen to this. And I've been doing some research about this. Mexico, the country of Mexico. You guys know that they have a military, right? Mexico does have a military. Well, they've got an army, Air Force, a Navy. Now, I don't know how big their military is, you guys. From what I can find out is they have only helped our country one time. That was back in World War II. Their Air Force did some recon missions over the Philippines, and they did some mapping missions. Now, Canada, there are
code breakers.
Whatever. It was some recon missions over the Philippines and some mapping missions over the Philippines. One time, Chad and Jimmy, one time did the Mexican military ever help the United States of America in any military operations. Now, you take our brothers to the north, up here in Canada, they have bled with our soldiers many, many times in many, many wars. Why is it that the Mexican people want to come up here? Now, I don't have anything against the Mexican people. They want to come to America. They want better lives and all this and that. Why is it that their military does not want to help our military? Why is that, you guys?
They're sitting silent.
The Mexicans don't like us.
They
never did. They never will.
Have they ever done anything on the world stage, Jimmy? The Mexican military?
La Raza. They want Southern California, Arizona, New Mexico. They believe that's all still part of Mexico, and they want it back.
Wait a minute now. Doesn't the word La Raza mean the family or something like that in Spanish?
I forget what it was, the movement or the group. I'm not sure.
Something like that. But I just can't for the like of me, you guys. I mean, they're part of. I mean, they're connected to our continent. Mexico is. If America falls, they're going to fall too. So why aren't they involved with us like in Afghanistan, Iraq? I mean, Canada has been. Why
they
not
won't
Mexico?
come up and assimilate. They didn't come into natural way. You know what I mean? You get a job. That's what when you got an immigrant before, you had to have somebody sponsor you. You had to have a job. This coming over and going on to welfare, I mean, that's just crazy. And that's just what they're doing.
So they're using us. You're saying they're using
They're
America.
using. That's why it's costing us so much for health care and stuff. They're trying to put 40 million people on the plan for free.
Oh, good. We got Jimmy fired up. I'm glad I got him.
Oh, yeah.
He's firing on all cylinders right now, boys.
Chad, what do you think about the Mexican government not helping our military? Think about that.
Well, I mean, I have thought about it. I'm telling you right now, they are the silent majority that we need to be worried about. I don't know, man. This ain't no more guns to the west, guns to the east, guns from the north, south. Mexico is going to be a force to be reckoned with because we're sending so much money down there. And Jimmy knows this, too. You know it, too. I mean, anybody listening to Armed Radio knows it as well. That, hey, we're not stupid. You know, we know that they're sending money down there to bring the drugs here in the United States of America by the U.S. government. I mean, you want me to keep going on?
You know what kills me, though, Chad?
No, that is right.
You know what kills me, though, what you just said? And I said it earlier, that we've got so many homeless people tonight out there sleeping in the cold, and we're sending all of this foreign aid or this money to Mexico and a lot of other countries, and I'll get to that other country here in just a minute. But it's just sickening.
You just get me fired up.
It's sickening the way our country wastes money. It's just sickening.
Oh, I know.
Our president, he's here to stop that, you guys. I've got news. Mr. Trump is going to stop this wasteful freaking spending that our country's been doing.
Between the UN and all the countries that voted against us on the Israel thing?
Screw the UN.
We've given out $350 billion in foreign aid. $350 billion.
Oh, Lord. I mean, just think of the homeless people we can shelter.
Yeah, exactly. That would pay for the health care plan for everybody would get it for nothing.
And that'd pay for the daggone wall, too.
Exactly.
Oh, I've got you guys going now. That's a good thing. But you guys, our president...
Hang on, Donald. Hang on.
Go ahead, brother.
Let me finish. Jimmy, what do you think about the other countries that's not paying their fair share? Donald and Jimmy?
You mean for the UN?
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. That's what... Hey, Trump's got the right idea. Nikki Haley said they're not going to give him $250 million this year.
Yeah, he's right.
That's a start.
Whose place is it? And Donald and I, we done talked about this. Whose place is it to raise their hand in the UN to bar us from moving our embassy, the United States Embassy,
and taking a stupid vote for it?
That vote after we give them foreign aid, that pisses me off. You guys, I am still pissed off over that. I don't care.
We done got Mr. Whisman.
And I'm going to tell you guys another thing. Our president was just tweeting about you guys, the country of Pakistan. He was tweeting some crap about them. You guys know that Pakistan they've done nothing for us. and I've got it here somewhere. I forget. It's I think we've given them $33 billion in aid over the last 15 years, and they haven't given us nothing but lies and deceit. Trump said they are like
okay. You know where that money's going, Donald?
Where?
It's good. Right back to Al Qaeda.
Hezbollah, baby.
But you guys, Pakistan is a nuclear country. Why in the hell would we be giving foreign aid to a country who has nuclear weapons? Why? I don't get it, you guys.
They shouldn't have them either.
No, they should not.
You're exactly right, Jimmy.
That happened because of India got nukes and satisfied the Muslims. They gave Pakistan the nukes.
You guys know, Iran is awfully close to getting nuclear weapons too, and they're protesting over in Iran right now. The people is because of the bad economy over there. And didn't just Mr. Obama send a whole plane full of money here the last couple of years over to Iran? I mean, why?
That was for the moon.
$413 billion.
So why are the people protesting about the economy in Iran right now, dying over there right now?
They say they're protesting the corruption too.
Not being free.
Corruption and freedom. Corruption and freedom. You're right.
They're
you guys are both right.
I mean, it's just the same thing as
human rights.
North Korea.
Human rights too. I think Trump tweeted something about human rights over there. The wealth of Iran is being looted. Yeah. I think it's time for a change, you guys. It's time for a change around this world.
Well, I think Trump's going to back this change or this demonstration if they keep doing it. You know what I mean? It ain't going to be like Obama ignoring it.
You mean he's going to back the people who's protesting in Iran right now, the government?
He done already tweeted it. He done tweeted it out.
Right, that he was going to help?
Yes.
That he was backing the Iranian people for protesting. Got me?
Yep.
Well, you guys know
he's backing them.
You guys know that the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley, she spoke to the press today asking for the international organization to support the Iranian people rising up against that oppressive regime. So just think about it. Iran, you may be in for a world of hurting, buddy.
Yeah, and that's when I got blocked. Once I started sending it to all the group and everything.
Yeah,
that's when they tried to block me, and I said, "Yeah, that's a mistake." You know, they said, "Okay, we're sorry." You know.
Well, but, you guys, did you guys hear about the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un? He's wishing for a peaceful resolution with their southern border. You know, South Korea now. Then he warns the United States that North Korea's nuclear ambitions were now complete, and the launch button is always on his desk. I mean, he's talking about peace, but then he's talking about launching nuclear missiles to the United States. It don't work both ways, brother. It just don't work like that.
He's trying to make a story out of it. You know what I mean?
I think you're right. Jimmy, you've always been the one that's always told me that you're really not worried about North Korea because you think we'll shoot down anything they got with those Patriot missiles. Hopefully. Well, you guys know.
We got a 98% chance of shooting it down.
Right, and then Trump said if he showed two of them, you're definitely going to get it down.
I hope so. But, Jimmy, you even mentioned on your show last week that China got busted giving oil to North Korea. Well,
yeah, China and Russia.
Russia, that's what I was going to say. Russian fuel tankers now are allegedly supplying North Korea with fuel.
That's what happens when you see an embargo. They see money.
Jimmy, if this is true, you guys realize that this could be really, really bad. Trump's got a big problem on his hands right now.
Yeah, it does if they're going to keep it up.
If they're going to keep it up. Thank you. Chad, you got anything you want to say about Russia and China giving oil to North Korea when we're supposed to have sanctions on them?
Well, yes, sir, I do. And it wasn't Russia. It was actually South Korea. And now South Korea is wanting to meet with North Korea to have talks.
Well, if they do that, the United States needs to cut them off, too, because we've been protecting South Korea. They are an ally of ours.
That's exactly
right.
That's exactly right. And no, I was gonna let you know. Well, now I done let you know that it actually was South Korea. We actually did misspeak last week when we said that, and because we're just going on watching news.
Well, China did get
headlines.
caught. China did get caught, giving oil over to North Korea, and so did they. Allegedly, Russia did.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't China.
Were you thinking it was South Korea?
It was China's. China had a hand in it. It was their ship, but it was the North Koreans offloaded everything onto the other ships for North Korea.
You mean South Korea? You're talking about South Korea, North Korea?
Yeah.
All right. Well, wait. How much do we have left, Jimmy?
Got about 2 minutes.
Well, you guys, I want to bring up something different. I'm sorry, Chad, but I want to bring something up that I've never brought up on this show before, you guys. I did get a chance to meet Donald Trump Jr. I've told you this, Chad, but I don't think I've told Jimmy. I got a picture of me and him together. He signed my Trump hat, and we talked, you guys. Me and Donald Trump Jr. actually talked 3 or 4 minutes. I mean, this guy is just like one of us. I mean, he's a very nice guy, and he even asked me if he thought his dad was going to win here in Ohio. And I know 3 to 4 minutes don't sound like a long time, but when you're talking to somebody like Donald Trump Jr., the son of the man who could be the next president, I mean, right. it was a big thing for me, you guys. And like I said, he was a good guy. Talk just like me, you, and Chad would right now. The man did. I mean, good guy. That's all I got to say. Trump has some very good kids. He does.
Back right after Trump got elected president, me and my brothers, we went up to Brooklyn, and anyway,
we got about 20 seconds.
Well, Jimmy, I'm going to go ahead and
end it here.
I
got to meet Vice President Pence.
Well, that's cool. Thanks,
I didn't get anything signed, but it was just a great meet.
Well, 20
Trump
seconds.
Towers, by the way.
I want to tell everybody out there to stay warm tonight during these nights, and God bless everybody out there listening to Arm Radio. This is Donald Whisman, over and out. Chad, you and Jimmy, you can finish it off, brother.
Good night, everybody.
Bam.